Hi, Connie Jo Holmes here, and welcome to my channel. I'm glad that you're here with me today. I am also representing my company, which is Be You to Be Full, which is the place to align your mind, body, and spirit for a life of endless possibilities. And that's actually what this video is about today. This video is video number 3 in the mind category of the 3-part series of mind, body, and spirit that I'm rolling out for everybody. And this one in particular is really about how to treat your mind as a muscle and something that you need to build up, and specifically how to make your mind impenetrable. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. And I do have an accompanying blog as well as a free download to help support this video as well. So please make sure that you check that out. All that information will be in the description box below. And as long as I'm talking details, if you like this video, please like this video. Please share a comment with me. That really is encouraging to me. It lets me know the value that you're getting out of this. It also will give me some ideas for some future videos, which is always a fantastic. Share this video as well as subscribe to it. So thank you in advance for that. Anyways, so specifically about treating your mind almost like a muscle and to build that up. So hopefully most of us in our life have had somebody, usually someone older in our life, like a grandmother or somebody like that, or a parent who always said, you know, honey, you can do anything that you want in life. You can be anything that you want in life. And, more often than not, that's not just grandma speaking sweet words to you. That is grandma knowing what she's saying, knowing the power of our mind, and knowing that if you truly desire something and believe that you can have it, then you can. Okay? And so that's really what I want to talk about, and then some strategies on how to treat your mind as a muscle and to build that up. So very similar to how when you go to the gym, whether you're a regular, there's still always a first time. So the very first time you went to the gym, maybe you were intimidated, maybe you were excited, maybe you went with a friend who could kind of show you around and show you what all this, the equipment's for and the muscles it builds up and that type of thing. So it's very, very similar to your mind. And yes, you can go it alone. Of course you can. But there's also so many great resources out there. So, you can treat me and what I'm doing here right now as your buddy at the gym who can, show you the ropes a little bit if you need that. But anyway, so back to grandma. So the reason why grandma always said that you can be anything you want to be is because, yes, she loves you, but also she meant that. She knows the power of your mind and how if you put your mind towards something, how you truly can accomplish that. So now granted, if you are, 4'8" tall and you are a basketball player, no, you're probably not going to be the center position. And it's going to be maybe harder for you to get the rebounds and stuff like that, but not that you can't. It just means that you need to become an even scrappier player, or even faster or quicker, or learn to jump higher or something like that. So you still can do things. It's just important to know maybe your, I don't want to use the word limitations, but I can't think of a better word right now. But just to know yourself and your surroundings, I guess is how I'll say it. To know things that could come a little bit more naturally and easily for you versus things that you might need to work a little harder at. So that's my example I'll support, I guess, with the 4'8" basketball player. So anyways, so as far as building a muscle, so the worksheet that I have that accompanies this, and I'm looking at my notes to make sure I have it, I word it all correctly. But it's, first of all, it's really identifying who you want to be and why. We've talked about this in other videos, but there's a very specific exercise that helps identify that. There's some things that you just, naturally are, and you love that about yourself, and so therefore you might want to enhance it. Or maybe there's certain qualities, maybe you strive to be a leader, but you're not quite a leader yet. So that's something that maybe you want to identify so that you can work on. So it's really taking a moment to identify, what do you desire out of life and why? And then once you know that, then setting a goal to help you achieve that. And what a lot of people don't know is one great way of building a person's confidence is to, one, it's building trust in yourself, is really what it is. You state that you're going to do something, and then you do it, and then you do it well. So that is actually, one, it's building trust in yourself. But once you do that over and over again and you see that you accomplished it, you build confidence in yourself, confidence that you have an ability to, to knock out this goal or to do what you say that you're going to do. Because that's another part of building our mind, is to build that confidence. And there is, a very certain strategy on how to do that. So I do talk about goal setting, achieving it, and doing that over and over again with different goals so that you are building that confidence in yourself. But then if you pair that with what you've identified that the different things that you want to be in this world, if there's something where you're lacking a little bit or you're struggling, maybe you can turn that into a goal, work on that, achieve it, and then you're building your confidence. And then the other thing is called turning your DNA into PMA. PMA stands for positive mental attitude. I was so fortunate that when I was in grade school, I had a gym teacher that just preached that all the time. She would just holler out PMA, and that really, really stuck with me. And to this day, I definitely am somebody who definitely has a positive mental attitude about things, which definitely serves me well in life. And so there's certain ways that you can train yourself to have more of a positive mental attitude. Things such as reframing phrases that we might say over and over again, catching ourselves when we are noticing something negative or we're going to say something negative. You pause, you catch it, and then you flip the switch. Almost think of like a light switch or something like that. You catch it, and then you identify it, and then you switch it. So, and that kind of goes hand in hand with reframing things. I think I talked in a previous video and or a blog about, the words that we use. Doesn't it sound much better to say, I get to pick my son up from soccer versus I have to pick my son up from soccer? Because there'll be a day that you don't get to anymore and you'll really wish that you could again. So just simple things like that. They're all small little tips and tricks, but they work magic. They really, really do. And again, if you think about your mind as a muscle, these are just tiny things that you're doing to repetition, which is just building up that muscle. So just like building up a bicep, you pick up that dumbbell and you're working it every single day, flipping the switch and reframing phrases and things like that. It's the same thing as lifting a dumbbell. So, and then the last thing with this is really showing gratitude. Anyone who follows me on social media, you know that I am a gratitude guru. I'll just name myself that right now. But I definitely always strive to look at the positive in life, even if I get frustrated, because I definitely get frustrated. So even if I get frustrated, I really, it might take a couple of minutes or an hour, but I eventually can just pause on it and laugh about it and forget it and learn from it and grow from it. But it's always important to just have gratitude in life and just to find, the smallest things that you can hang on to. I shared this story the other day, but my dad passed away from cancer 2 years ago in January. And of course, it's devastating. It's hard. It's, the most difficult thing you can, I think one of the most difficult things you can experience. And, but you know what? I found so much to be grateful for in his passing. He was fortunate in that, we didn't have any of those middle of the night hospital runs. No, middle of the night having to call 911 for something. He passed in his home, which I know was important to him because it was his lifelong home. And, those are beautiful things. Those are very, very beautiful things. And so when you can hold on to those types of things, that's finding gratitude. Yes, I mourn my dad every single day and I miss him greatly. However, when I can look at those positive things and those are my memory, it really, really helps tremendously. Now, I'm talking about something very negative, a death, but, like even with this pandemic, and things are starting to lighten up now, but it's still not what it was 18 months ago. And so every night on Facebook I list 5 things I'm thankful for, and it's been hard. It's been so hard because like in the past I'd be like, oh, I was thankful for meeting a friend for lunch, or I was thankful for being able to see my favorite band in concert or something like that. And now I don't have any of that stuff. So I really have to look around my house, look around the hobby farm that I live on, and find gratitude in my beautiful pet cat who I love so much, or the fact that I have 26 chickens that lay so many eggs a day, and just things like that. It might sound goofy, but really, once you can really find those things that you're truly grateful for, oh my God, that is building a fantastic muscle as well. So I strongly encourage everyone to really try and incorporate that in your life too. So that's what all of the information you'll find in the blog, as well as the free download. So I encourage you to check that out. Thank you very much. Bye.